So I was about to go to bed, and I started thinking. I've been listening to a lot of audio today, a lot of things about life, a lot of things about our thinking, our circumstances. I want to share with you different ways. One of my goals in life is to share with people how they can have a more positive, more productive, more happy, more a life that with more abundance, a life that gives you more of the things that you want out of it rather than the things that you have to endure. So many times we allow our circumstances to determine our outlook on life, when really our attitude should determine our outlook on life. If you have a great attitude, then you can really your circumstances don't really matter. You can have whatever circumstances going on around you or within you or whatever can be going on in your life, but if you have the right attitude, then those circumstances don't really have a great impact on how you will respond, other than it being a positive. We can all look back and see negative things going on in our life, and it's real tempting sometimes when we forget that it happens to everybody. It's real easy just to focus on, oh, well, it's me. It's fine that everybody else has gone through it, but I'm talking about myself right now. I can't worry about what everybody else has been through. I'm going through this right now. I'm going through a hard time. This is not fair to me. This is not fair to my family. This is not fair to my kids. This is not fair to, I should have went through this when I was growing up. I should have went through this. This person shouldn't have done this to me. This person shouldn't have done that to me. We're all focused. All want to focus on me, 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 and why is this bad stuff happening to me? Well, guess what? Nobody knows. Only thing you can do is trust the fact that when you go through anything difficult in life, and trust me, everybody goes through difficult things in life. It doesn't matter where you were born, how wealthy you were born, how poor you were born, what part of the country you were born in, what part of the world you were born in. Actually, it actually does matter what kind of part of the world you're born in, because if you're born in the United States, then you are privileged. Okay, were given, for whatever reason, you were given a head start in life just because you were born in the United States. No matter what situation you're born in, because there's so many people born in other countries that don't have half the shot that we have. We live in a country that no matter where you were born, who you were born to, what country, what city, state, or community, no matter where you were born, you can grow up and overcome everything that's going on in your life. You can overcome everything, and I mean everything. You can overcome it all because you're born in the United States. Now, does that mean everybody does overcome it all? Does that mean that everybody is born into great, wonderful, healthy, loving family circumstances? No, that's not what it means. What it means is we all are born in the United States. We all have an opportunity to rise above any circumstance. I'm not saying that we all do. I'm saying that we all have the opportunity. So, I don't know what everybody's going through. I never claim to know what everybody's going through. And there's a lot of people who probably think that I don't go through much of anything. Well, you've just got a great life, you got a great job, you got this or that. What doesn't make that doesn't mean that I haven't gone through things. It doesn't mean that I'm not dealing with things. It doesn't mean that I have great health. It doesn't mean that I have great relationships. It doesn't mean that I have a great marriage. Actually, I'm not married at all, so that's impossible. So, but what it means is that, I'm not, I'm no, I don't consider myself to be anyone that's like above and beyond or special, or I don't consider myself to be better than anything else. But all I can say is if I can overcome the things that I've overcome, I believe that you can overcome some of the things that you've overcome. Now, nobody has a perfect life. Don't expect to have a perfect life, but you can have a better life than what you have right now if you choose to. If you choose to. That doesn't mean it's easy to make that choice. It doesn't mean that it's easy to overcome things. It doesn't mean that if you do overcome things that you're not still going to have difficult things happen, because you are. All it means is you live in a place. You live in an opportunity, a land of opportunity where you can overcome, where you can change your attitude, where you can change your circumstances, where you can change what goes into your mind. That's another thing. We live in the time of technology, in the land where you can listen to and put whatever you want into your mind. Most of us have the world of the internet right at our fingertips. So you can choose to turn on the music. You can choose to turn on the YouTube videos where you see fights and crime, and you can choose to turn on the videos where you see drama and teenagers, acting crazy and doing stupid stuff. You can choose to watch The Bachelor. You can choose to watch The Bachelorette. You can choose to watch soap operas. You can choose to watch horror movies, but you can also choose to listen to positive, encouraging, uplifting messages on the same device using the same internet websites as you're using to watch all the negative stuff. That's where you get to. That's one of the places you get to make the choice. You can change where you are. You can change what you are by changing what goes into your mind, and you can change what goes into your mind. You can change it. You can change anything about you if you change what goes into your mind. You have to change though. Oh well, I don't like change. I'm just not comfortable with change. That's fine. You don't have to change. I'm not saying you have to change. I'm saying you can change where you are and what you are by changing what goes into your mind. That's all I'm saying. So if you don't like where you are, if you don't like your circumstances, if you don't like your job, if you don't like your income, if you don't like anything about where you are, you have the power to change it. Simply by changing what goes into your mind, by changing the way you think, by changing the way you act. You can change. You can change. So that's all I have for tonight. I encourage you guys to adhere to what I'm saying and to know that you can change. I really had turned off the light. I had read a little bit in this book called The Big Picture, and I had turned on a message by a pastor in Houston, Texas. I was listening to that, and I just kept tossing and turning. I was like, well, I got to get up and say something. I got to get up and say something because I'm excited about life. I'm excited about what's going on in my life. I'm excited about where my life is going. But I wouldn't have said that 5 or 6 years ago. Wouldn't have said that 7 years ago. Wouldn't have said those things at all. Wouldn't have said that when I was laying on my couch after I just now turned in my car to the repossession place. Wouldn't have said that after I filed bankruptcy. Wouldn't have said that after I filed for divorce. Wouldn't have said any of those things 5 or 6 years ago. Wouldn't have said that when I was in the hospital with my lung collapsed. I wouldn't have said that when blood was gushing out of my mouth or my lungs had a lung infection where I thought that was it. I thought it was over. There's been times in my life. See, we're just alike. We're all just alike. We all go through ups and downs. We all go through sickness. We all go through terrible, terrible circumstances. But what are you going to do when it's all over? Because remember, everything good and everything bad only happens for a season. This too shall pass. What are you going to do when it's all over? You're going to stay down there in that valley. You're going to stay in that rut. You're going to live there. You're going to dwell there. You're going to look back there every 5 minutes. I could easily sit here and look back and dwell on that divorce, dwell on that bankruptcy, dwell on that repossession, dwell on those credit cards, dwell on all those bad things that happened in the past. Why would I want to do that? Why would you want to do that? How am I helping myself? How are any of us helping ourselves by looking in the past? So you're driving down the road, you got this great big windshield in front of you, world of opportunity right in front of you, you got this little bitty rearview mirror. Some people want to stare in that rearview mirror. Some people just want to stare. They just want to look in that rearview mirror. We'll see what's behind them. Making sure nobody's out there to get them. Making sure they're not about to go through something else they went through. Worried. Scared. If you stare long enough in that rearview mirror, you know what's going to happen? You're not even going to see the opportunity in front of you. You're just going to crash. Or you're going to end up stuck back there stuck in the past, wondering. Don't do that. All right, just don't do that. I don't like to make super long videos because I know people have they're crunched for time, and you got other things you want to listen to besides some random guy sitting in his bed making a video. But I hope everybody has a great night. Be blessed. Make the most of every day. Make the most of your time. Remember, you can have all the money, you can have all the cars, all the jobs, everything in the world you can have, and you can lose it. You can lose all that stuff. And even your health, you can lose it, and you can sometimes get it back. Most of the things you can always get back. You know what you can't ever get back? You can't ever get back your time. This 9 minutes and 35 seconds I've just spent making this video, I'll never get it back. It's gone. Poof. See ya. I can't lay down and say, hey, I wish I had that 9 minutes back. I wish I had that 10 minutes back. Not coming. So just make the most of your time, people. Make the most of your time. Spend the time doing it. Spend time doing the things you want to do with your life. Helping the people you want to help. Loving the people you want to love. And do your best to love those around you. And Everybody have a great night. Be blessed, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.